I'm Valentino Rossi. And I want to be a person, not an icon. The great fights with your strongest rivals are always the biggest motivation. When you win easily it's not the same taste. My normal life is like being on holiday. I would have probably stolen cars, it would have given me the same adrenaline rush as racing. Riding a race bike is an art, a thing that you do because you feel something inside. To be a great motorbike racer, the most important thing is passion for the bike. The most important thing is to have a good relationship with the bike. You have to understand what she wants. I think of a motorcycle as a woman, and I know that sounds silly, but it's true. Once the races begin it's more difficult and there is never that much time for testing. Maybe the bike is more dangerous, but the passion for the car for me is second to the bike. Also, when I started racing he knew a lot of people and it was more easy for me to find the first bike, so I have a good chance for sure. I never race for records. The motivation to try to beat the record is not enough to continue. You have to enjoy it. In my opinion we are at the limit now. And 17 races is really too much. With all the testing that we do now, it means we're always on the bike and it's quite difficult. It's a big advantage because understanding what changes we might make takes time and it takes time to work out settings and to understand everything about the new machine. To win the championship in the first year will be hard. We need time to become competitive and win races. I don't like being famous, it is like a prison, and driving for Ferrari would make it far worse. As for the level of spectacle of the two disciplines, I leave it to the people who watch the races to comment. The work that we do during the winter is very important. We have a new bike and it's important to develop it during this time, and we start with this test. I have a lot of energy after 2 a.m. I like to sleep in the morning. I have some problems at the start of the day. I am able to ride the bike and think clearly about strategy and tires. I also have positive thinking. I am very constructively critical. My father raced bikes. He gave me the passion very early. I had my first bike when I was 3 or 4 years old. We have the 2004 M1 here for reference, which is useful. It worked well here last year. We won the race and always did fast lap times, so it will be interesting to compare it to the new bike and it will help us to understand which parts have improved. Maybe if Graziano make another work or another sport I wouldn't have had this passion to be a rider. It is a big problem and so I don't know for sure if I say yes or no to Ferrari. I was lucky. My father raced bikes. He gave me the passion very early. I had my first bike when I was 3 or 4 years old. I race to win. If I am on the bike or in a car it will always be the same.